Hey you, subscribe. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Amanda and this is Mini Gaming. Last week while discussing the Alchemy Lab, I said we would be discussing the market this week, and the time has finally come. I'm super excited for this video, so let's jump in and see what the market is all about. The market is a great tool, especially for free-to-play players. If used properly, it can grow not just your troop power, but also your total power. And it's important to start using the market to its fullest potential as early as you can. If you are free to play, doing some or all of the things I'm about to tell you can help you even the playing field between you and pay-to-play players. As usual, let's talk about what the market is at its core. The market functions just as shops and markets that you and I know, and if you're like me, love. I do not normally talk about the design of the buildings, but I really love the vibe of this design. It looks exactly how markets and shows set in the medieval times looks like. Think of Merlin or Legend of the Seeker. The market is this area just to the right of the center of the castle. Unlike all the other buildings we have talked about so far, it does not have one solid building. Instead, it is a bunch of pop-up looking buildings grouped together, kind of like a modern day farmer's market would look like. Once you click into the market, you will see 8 items. The top 4 will be immortal fragments, while the bottom 4 will be resources, dragon crystals, speed ups of all types, and on occasion turf and military boost. Earlier, I said the market will help you to grow not just your troop power, but also your castle. I was not just talking about the items you can buy, but if you look at your growth missions, which you can see here, you will see that there's a market purchases as one of the quests. You can see that I'm almost through this one. Once I finish these 350 market purchases, the number will go up. So the tip that I'm about to show you, you will want to use as early in the game as possible. There are 2 types of currency in the market, soul crystals and gems. You will want to only use soul crystals. Gems are so much more harder to come by in this game, so you want to make sure that you're spending your gems wisely. And I don't think the market is the wisest place to use them. Soul crystals are a completely different story due to the alchemy lab. You want to buy all immortal fragments you can for soul crystals, because you can take those and you can refine them in the alchemy lab. And if you look closely, all of the immortal fragments that you buy at the market equal the same amount that you would get back in the alchemy lab when you refine them. On top of this, you want to wait to summon your elite mortals until you are ready to start working on them. They will not appear in your market until you summon them. So, for example, you see I'm working on water, fire, and lightning. So, outside of these 3, I will not summon any immortals until I decide to switch to one of those types of troops. Again, the market is extremely useful if successfully used in combination with the alchemy lab. Now back to the setup of the market. On the top right, you will see a scroll with a number beside it. This number is the number of free refreshes you have earned by completing tasks or raiding or anything like that. At midnight, when the market resets, you get 5 free refreshes. Then every 2 hours, you get an additional refresh as long as you have space in your free refreshes, with a max of 20 free refreshes a day. The bottom left of the screen, it has a big yellow box that says free refreshes 5 of 5. If the number says 5 of 5, then I cannot get any more refreshes. But if it says 4 of 5 or less, then at the 2-hour mark, I will gain another one back. I will get another refresh until it says 5 of 5, and then I can't get any more refreshes. As you can see, I can only get 80 refreshes, and this number is a total of the free ones as well as the ones I can buy with those scrolls mentioned earlier. That number will get higher as my VIP level gets higher. There are multiple ways to get refresh goals. I would say at a bare minimum, I get about 20 scrolls a day, just making sure that I do the basics of the game. In the top middle of the screen by the market man, and if this market man reminds you of the market guy in Frozen, please comment below, because I can just hear the yoo-hoo in my head every time I look at him. To the right of his head, you will see this parchment paper looking thing. These are the rules of the market, and if you look, it tells you what type of immortals are currently available in your market. As I said, this changes as you summon more immortals, so it's good to hold off on summoning and look here to make sure that you have available what you need. Thank you for watching, and I think the biggest takeaway is to make sure that you use the market in combination with the alchemy lab to ensure the greatest growth for your castle. Next video we will be discussing the Hall of Immortals. Also, make sure you check out my shorts and like if you liked this video, and please make sure to subscribe. See you next week.